If you think for 1 minute that Fani Willis and her boy toy, her lover boy, her late night booty caller, if you think these two jadruls on their own came up and concocted the idea, the legal machinations, the legal theory that would try to ensnare President Trump in Georgia's version of racketeering, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Today I'm reading where it says that Breitbart reports and others have suggested that there's a fellow named Jeff DiSantis. Not any kin to Ron DeSantis. There's a different name, but nonetheless, that he was the operative. He was the mastermind. He was the high-level Biden administration, shadow government, deep state operative, the Apparatchik, positioned within the office to lend support, to lend help, to lay the architecture for this absurd case of racketeering against people who never met, who didn't know. You can't charge the Gambino crime family when nobody knows they're in the Gambino crime family. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't make any sense. It's lunacy. It's absolute, unmitigated lunacy. But who knew that this case, which, by the way, let me remind you, would have been the most serious, the most problematic, this would have been really, really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Racketeering? Oh, no. This is not good at all. But here's the thing. Listen carefully. It was all undone and all unraveled because it just so happens that this high-placed Fulton County Democratic operative happened to pick or happened to end up in or happened to be a part of the most cosmically corrupt, intellectually and spiritually bereft group of idiots in the history of American juridicature. Juridical jadruls, for lack of a better word. Oh, dear friends. This is just, it's so perfect. Because as the case becomes more and more reviewed for something which was at least, I would bet you that Ashley Merchant and Mr. Sadow, when they initially approached this idea of pursuing this notion, this idea of let's pursue this kind of an inter-office twist, some type of concupiscent connubialism, whatever you want to call it, some salacious, scabrous indiscretion. And that later led to perjury, because during the course of explaining something which could have just been handled very quickly, oh, my bad, whoop, they could have, stipulated to things and moved on, but no, not Fani, no, not Fani, no. She had to explain. And that's when it got good. Then it turned into naked perjury. Well, we met in 2019, and then it wasn't until 2022, well after he was already appointed special prosecutor, this man, this parking ticket titan, who all of a sudden becomes a prosecutorial mastermind when it comes to all things racketeering. But in any event, but then again, when you have Mr. DiSantis and God knows the unnamed, unknown, kind of off the books, kind of a black op. Did I say that? I didn't mean that. I meant, no. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean anything bad. It's not racist. Not racist. No. It's an expression. It is, they used to call it a black bag, and, anyway. But that somebody, I'll bet you they flew in, or they had done some work from maybe some interstitial corner office of some DOJ, somebody who really knows their stuff to kind of help out, kind of off the books, maybe little pro bono, so to speak. Oh yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. And you know what? You know what's even greater about the whole thing? The stories became so comically, well, give me an example. This is perfect. Mr. Wade said, and remember, this is all volunteered. He said, I don't know, and Mr. DeSantis is thinking, oh, God. You didn't tell me. You told me this would be a slam dunk. I've got this. Anyway, Mr. Wade says, I think maybe I might have been at her house 10 times, baby. 10 times. In one particular period, they counted 35. And here's the best part. I believe on one particular date, was it September the 11th and another one, they show him going, for some reason, at about 12:45 in the evening or early morning, depending upon what you look at it, leaving his home, apparently, driving to an area that is exceedingly near or could have been her condo. There's no way to tell. Could have been someplace else. Some other area within this particular zone. At 12:45, let's say, any places open at 12:45? Any restaurants, movie theaters, arcades, maybe nothing? Maybe a tavern, a place of spirits? Well, interesting. Maybe that's true. And he went to this area, according to Cellhawk, which she now is contesting the accuracy of such. If this is inaccurate, there's a whole lot of prosecutorial work that a whole lot of people are going to have to undo retroactively. But she said, this is crazy. This isn't very accurate. Anyway, he went to this particular area, and from like 12:45 until 4 in the morning, he hung out at this area. Not her apartment, not her condo, but someplace else. Maybe some other girlfriend who happened to live right there. And then he decided to leave at 4 and then go back home and then call her. And it gets better. It just gets better. And now we're finding out, and the best part is, I forgot to tell you, they've got moles. They've got confidential informants. They've got whistleblowers in the office who probably felt the wrath of Ms. Willis and Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade, by the way, who we find out played an incredible role in who was hired and who was fired and who was part of transition teams. I mean, this guy, he was almost like the first fella, like Kamala's old man. You know what I mean? Between cackle. This is, and again, President Trump, please make every reference you can to Fani Willis. Make every reference you can. Everything you say. This is a Fani Willis move. As Fani Willis would say, remind them. This is how. And this is just sloppy. And whoever decided, because nobody knew. Who knew that a prosecutor would be this bad, this stupid, this imbecilic, this rude, this much of a joke? Oh, and it gets better. March 1st. March 1st is, I believe, when we start having this summation, we start having more of this continuation of the hearing. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh, God. And there is going to be, I promise you, there is going to be a disqualification. There has to be. A disqualification and a reassignment of some other poor prosecutor who could decide to pick up where they left off, dismiss it, which I don't think is a good idea, or pare down significantly the particular degree, the gravity of the indictments, and the gravity and the attention of the focus of the prosecution. And there you have it, dear friend. Oh. Just when I try to get out, they pull me back in. This story will not go away. It is one of the most delicious examples of raw and naked corruption exposed once and for all. Dear friend, please like what you see. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And always subscribe. And please, I ask, I beseech, I importune, I beg, I entreat, I request that you comment as you see fit.